So I got up one morning, torrential rain, late for work. I didn't have time to put my boots or my leathers on. And I then flew off down the road on my Kawasaki 400. In those days, you didn't have to run how to put your chin in the tank on a 400 because they were quite quick. Probably isn't nowadays. Carried on and went past Watton and all the rest of it and other places, and then flew down the Beswick Strait at some incredible speed. Well, I'm exaggerating, but straight down the Beswick Strait, torrential rain, thinking I was in a 500cc Grand Prix, straight past the number 121 bus and waved, and then hit. There was a corner, a farm on the corner, and then I hit the mud, bash off. Excuse the dog barking. And then the bike went over, I flew through the air, and the rear brake pedal went through the engine case. But the farm was very good, came along, picked me up, and then sat me on a deck chair in the rain just outside the farm. So the bus 121 trundled past and all the girls waved at me, which was interesting. I was in agony and had to have the bike taken away to be repaired. An ambulance came in. I suppose that was probably the first time I'd had a real accident on the bike, so the reality kind of hits home of how things can be. I got promoted again in the kitchen. I don't know what to, probably second coming or first coming or junior chef de partie or demi chef de partie. Demi meant half, as in half demi glaze, as in, etc. Sorry, I'm boring about French. And people began to ask me more and more what to do. Not the seniors, but more, which was quite good actually. And I remember one particular dish, which was a chicken breast, skin on, hot pan, saute, butter, chicken breast, nice coloured, throw it in the oven for a bit, out it comes, pull the chicken out, throw into the pan some lovely sliced mushroom, deglaze with some old peculiar ale out of a bottle. And then some stock, reduce right down, throw in some sour cream, some nice salt. Really, really nice dish, actually. And, I remember the days when puff pastry, frozen puff pastry and frozen bread rolls, they were introduced, which was like something you'd never, ever heard or seen. Who the hell would ever want to have frozen bread rolls and frozen pastry? But the market was changing. Saturday Night Fever was played everywhere. That bloody song, all the dancing. And what was really exciting was we got a write-up in the Good Food Guide. Now, if you know your stuff, and you know restaurant guides, the Good Food Guide in the late 70s, early 80s, this was an achievement. And I, of course, was on duty when the inspector came. Well, who cares? Probably wasn't. But so it was then a case of how do I structure a career plan? It's not always the job that you're applying for you have to think of when you're young. It's the one after that. There has to be some kind of ladder or structure of where you want to go. And if you want to become an exec chef in the end of a big 5-star hotel, you need to have done your work in the 4-star hotels and done this and done banqueting. So you begin to work out. It isn't just take any job, because I was under such pressure with people saying, oh, why don't you go and work on the oil rigs or the cruise liners or the staff canteen or banqueting or in a restaurant. Well, a restaurant's very different to hotel food, by the way. Or marquees, whatever the hell that was, or events. And then someone once said, why don't you go and cook or become a chef in Buckingham Palace? Probably have to have that person taken away. But I was only 20 years old, and my father was very good in saying, listen, learn, see, watch, absorb. What is it that makes other people successful? Steal that knowledge. So it was a case of looking to rub shoulders with greats or masters and really understand what else went on. But where do you start? Who's there to help you? Or just make up as you go along? Well, I did.